The finance minister also announced the nuclear energy mission. How do you see the government of India really, probably boosting more and more private sector involvement, encouraging them to come ahead in this particular aspect? Because this is a big announcement that's coming, 20,000 odd crores allocated for just R&D.
See, this is actually quite interesting, and this follows suit from the July budget, where they did want to build more the smaller capacity ones. So there are two things that we need to look at here. One is, I think the finance minister already spoke about making amendments to the Civil Liability Act. Now, I don't know how that will augur for the smaller plants, but it will certainly necessary for your bigger 100 gigawatt one. Because in the past, you know how certain communities have been vehemently against setting up of any kind of nuclear facility. So keeping that in mind, the Civil Liability Act, any amendments will become interesting. Will have to be made for this to actually take off. Second is actually funding. And funding from that point of view, I think depends on, again, going back to the previous budget, where we need to kind of get our taxonomy right for what green is. Now, there is, of course, government funding that will come into nuclear, but if you kind of include nuclear energy as part of green taxonomy, it becomes easy for private sector to also invest and also participate, and that will give you better blended financing models as well as, it won't be completely dependent only on government funding. So I think it will be a game changer, especially given the kind of focus on green energy that we have and how we want to change our energy mix. So this is very important, and I hope it happens soon, because any kind of change to Civil Liability Act will go through several iterations, I'm sure, and rightfully so, given what we're discussing. But I think once that's done, we should hopefully see some kind of takeoff.